I'm sippin', 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 I'm sippin'.
Sippin', I'm 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 sippin'.
That's that work. You know,
I appreciate
it's like
you.
a acquired. I don't know. Did you feel like it was maybe because we've been drinking so long? Is it acquired?
Hold up. This sippin' with Sammie, sippin' with Sammie. I am sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammie, you ain't sippin' right. Get your fucking life together. And we're gonna keep that part, cause ask it again.
So we've been drinking so long, right? We had a little story earlier. Where we talked about the,
That's such an understatement.
Go ahead. Right? Yeah, exactly. Right.
I had to laugh.
I don't even know. We weren't probably even legal at that time when we was drinking.
I know I wasn't. The first time you got me, I wasn't.
Nah, probably not.
No, the first time I got drunk, I
wasn't.
wasn't legal.
We wasn't
and
because
I
I had
bought
my
all the
apartment.
liquor.
I had my apartment. I wasn't even of age at that time.
But I never been drunk until you came to my homecoming that year, and I went to the liquor store and filled the fucking fridge up with liquor before you got there.
But y'all called it the
Sunnie.
No, it was the value meal.
Yeah, vitamin milk.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't realize like this drinking shit.
It's a whole story.
I love it. I love it.
Like
I
when I
love
used
it.
to get when I used to get my hair done and shit, I would get $2 double cheeseburgers with Big Mac sauce, so that's $2. I would go to the liquor store in the same parking lot. I would get a half a pint of Bacardi
Shit
Dark.
was crazy.
A half a
and
pint.
a
Go ahead.
40.
And the shit was way cheaper down there.
That shit altogether $8.
Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
You had your steak and take all day. What?
But when he came down for homecoming, I didn't do that.
What you do? What you do?
I asked him what he drink. He was drinking Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought a fifth of Captain Morgan.
Captain.
I bought a bunch of beer. And I bought some other shit. Like, I literally filled the fridge. You know the mini fridges in the door?
Right.
I literally filled the fridge with liquor because I wanted him to be good.
Right.
Like, I knew it wasn't going to take much for me.
Right.
But he was a drinker in my head.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, he comes down. It's going to be lit. I went to Sedonia. They open till 5 in the morning. They open back up at 7 in the morning. There's some dumb
Are you
shit.
serious?
No bullshit. I used to live around the corner from there.
Prices was dumb.
I didn't get that. I went to Temple. I was in Philly
in
still all day, every day.
Baltimore,
Like,
it's
I didn't
different.
get that.
It's 4 liquor
The
stores.
latest thing we had was Club Diamonds, like McDonald's on Diamond Street. That was what we had.
You know what it means when
Club
it's,
McDonald's.
Yes.
you know what it means when it's 3 or 4 liquor stores across the street from each other on one block?
It's a problem.
Competitive pricing.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's what it means.
Went
It
down
means
there,
that
was like,
there's
yo.
no state regulated pricing.
Yes.
So-
Was you charging? Oh no. We got that.
Yo,
And then
I asked. I was
they
like,
used
why
to
you call
fuck
it
with
the?
me.
I was like, why you call it the value meal? Yeah, the shit was
You got your value for that meal, didn't you?
deadly.
I've been smart, man. I ain't
Yeah.
always had money. like,
I
that's what it
remember them
comes down to.
days.
But going back to that, because we talked about is it acquired taste? Because
Go ahead,
we
yeah,
started
go
off with 40s. You know what I mean? So it was
What 40 did you start off with?
the
211 was one of my
MGD all day.
MGD was his favorite.
That was my
211
shit.
was one of my
Still
first.
reserve?
The Ing Bing.
Ow!
I could body 211.
Yo, you just keep reminding me of my little brother, yo.
And I used to do the best of both worlds.
That's what Sabir
I
used to
would grab
drink.
a fifth of Grey Goose and 240s and 211.
Yeah.
I would do the best of both. I was a problem.
Yo, I just drunk Henny
we,
all the
we
time.
started that shit like so. When I had my first apartment. It's crazy because like my parents weren't even too far away, and they would drive by. And
They was
see
3
all the
blocks
bottles.
away.
And
They lived 3 blocks away.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Real shit.
we had bottles lined up in my window. It
That's
was
funny.
OE, the Ing Bing, OE, Ing Bing, MGD, 211. Like he said earlier, he was like, we just buy different 40 ounces.
Yeah, everybody had
That
10,
block
12 hours
of
for 40, so
Right.
everybody grab a different joint.
Right.
And like money, shout out to Money Bags.
Money bags.
Money's somebody that always want to turn up the situation. So if we all putting up 10, Money
We
got
got to put
love
up
on
20.
it.
Exactly.
Like,
Yup.
We already know
Money
him.
not
But won't
drinking
drink.
Exactly.
Won't drink.
Money used to never know how to
Yeah.
roll up, but would go buy 5 sacks from back 75th.
Yes.
They roll 4.
Yes.
And just be like, yo, we out and roll it. And we be rolling all day, and he'd be like, I got a surprise for you. And then chicks would hop in the car, and they would have jars and shit and just start rolling. Money always knew how to turn up a situation.
I know. Trust
That
me.
was my guy.
Funny
yo.
motherfucker. This nigga to this day will still hit me up on some random shit like, yo, what's up with them Eagles?
Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.
I just about to say, he said go
Yo,
Cowboys.
randomly be fucking
If
with
you don't
me.
know-
Motherfuckers be like,
You don't know money if you don't know
motherfuckers be
that.
like,
This
it's my
nigga be
birthday.
Fucking with me.
It's
like-
my birthday. It's
like,
been a
alright,
long
fuck
40
you.
years. I lost my grandma. Blase. Buddy be like, go Cowboys. I'm like, yo. No, that's his thing, yo.
It really is though.
Like we said earlier, like when
I'm about to
somebody
send him a
comment,
message
he
right
said
now, like, go
comment.
Cowboys. Just send him a message.
Yo, but you don't understand, man.
No, I really do. Because he be popping up on people's random shit. Like,
It's
go Cowboys.
always
What are you
random.
talking about?
Always
Like,
random. I'm like, and it's crazy because when they come across, I'm like, alright, solid. Because then I can't say shit.
You gotta take it.
If
You gotta take it.
If he hit me up, that means I gotta just take it. Because he never hit me up.
where my phone? Is that my phone right there? Is that my phone?
If he don't got no leverage, you
Live.
gotta
I'm
do
about to hit him. Go Cowboys.
Basically.
I know you know.
Yeah.
I'm about to really hit him
If
live,
there ain't no
yo.
leverage, he not gonna do it.
Live.
Mind you, he do that to my pop. Bro, he be at my pop crib. My dad would come in from the long, you know how my pop works.
He had
This
the
nigga,
shop.
for my whole life, he'd be like, how about the Eagles? Go
Yeah.
Cowboys. And my dad is a barber. He owns a barber shop. He knows every argument in the world about what's going on.
heard
in
all
football.
this shit.
So he'll grind money up. Money will not give a fuck. Next time he come downstairs, so how about the Cowboys? I'll be like, yo, you just lost.
This nigga.
He be like, nah, man, he just mad. Like, yo, he don't give a fuck,
Yeah.
yo. You want to talk about some funny shit?
No, he folk dope, man.
Bro, but I never seen nobody set it on somebody's grandma. Like, that's my guy, yo.
Yo, money is crazy.
Like, I see some of the wildest shit out of this man. And congratulations to my guy. He a fireman now.
He is. We used to talk
Good
about
shit.
that. We used to
I
talk
don't even know
about
if I'm allowed to tell the people,
that.
but
It don't matter. All it
came
is
a long way.
Nah,
persistence,
yeah, I mean, with the
perseverance,
the
the
trash
tenacity.
truck shit to that.
But
like,
even before
yeah.
that, he always wanted to be a
He
firefighter.
did.
He's
He
being
did.
PC.
He did. Exactly.
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 And that's why
Right, I like how he said
He's
that.
being
But
PC.
we all
He
know,
came a
like
long
we all
way,
know, he
yo.
always wanted to do that. He always wanted to do that.
You
So.
know what?
Always mention that shit.
I just said go Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stupid, yo. But no, like it's a real thing. Like it's funny because he did start me drinking on some real shit.
Wow.
But it was on some like
He never used to do shit. Yo, I swear.
Really?
Nigga. Yo.
I used to grind everybody up for smoking, drinking, all that shit.
Yo.
So when I came back around,
By
Yo.
then I was
you was back. But that was like 15, 16. Like, what do you mean?
no, I wasn't doing nothing then. I ain't smoked till I was
No.
20.
But I was still, I was
Yeah.
taking my
I ain't
dad's car.
smoked till I was 20. I wasn't
Had my
drunk.
dad's car
I wasn't
then.
drunk till I
He
was
wouldn't
19.
do shit.
I smoked
So,
till I was 20.
but I used to come around and see you in my dad's car.
He wouldn't do
I
shit,
wasn't doing
yo.
that. We wasn't smoking together back then.
I
You probably
know.
was. I was. But you probably wasn't.
You
I actually
smoking
I feel
in
like the
7th
bad
grade.
influence.
Huh?
You was smoking in 7th grade.
Thank you for putting that on. Because people never used to believe me.
You
Yo.
chop that.
We can talk about that, right? Because look, so I had the best of both worlds, right? So I lived in like a little mansion, right? But then on the
It was
weekends,
mentioned earlier. Oh.
but on the
You gotta keep
weekends,
that tape.
I used to go to West Philly, right? I used to go to West Philly, so I used to come back. We went to private school together, so I
Like
used
the
to come
Fresh
back.
Prince of Bel-Air, right?
I really was, literally. I peed on that playground. We just talked about that too before you came in. Like literally, I literally peed on that playground. But
Shout out
I
to
peed on
everybody
myself.
with the bees,
Yo, shout out.
This is
But
about to be a great podcast.
but yo, you just got me all sidetracked and shit.
No, go for it.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Go ahead.
listen.
Smoking since 7th grade.
Smoking since 7th grade. Me and Shay talk about all the time. So I used to come back every weekend with stories about like how high I was over the weekend, and nobody would believe me, probably except for him. Like they used to think I was just telling stories. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like this is what you do, and this is how it makes you fucking feel. That shit is fucking amazing, yo. You see my hair? You see my shit? I'm fly as shit, yo.
Did
That's how
it
the
up,
So
yo.
question, why
That's how I
you,
used to be. That's
why
how I
you
used to
thought
be.
he was doing it early? Because like this, like when I tell you, he was not.
Because
I
I was
felt
with-
like the bad influence. I used to be like, all right, come on.
Because I used to
was
come
with everybody.
through. Exactly. He was with
I was with
everybody.
everybody.
I used to come through. I used to have my little dad car. I used to think I was tough and
And
little.
mind you, I sold weed
little
since I was
truck.
15.
That I
So that's
know.
probably why as well.
think I
I
smoked
probably,
cigarettes
never
the
was-
other day.
but
he
I
was-
probably grabbed off him too.
I ain't gonna say too much.
Yeah, you
he
know
was.
that.
Yeah, I mean, but he wasn't doing that.
But I was.
did.
So look, I'm like shit. If I am, you are too. Hey.
Nah. 'Cause then to the fact, I'm just like.
But it
yo,
wasn't that much longer until he was though. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
The funny
it was
thing
like,
about it
drink
is,
that.
when I started, it was like what they all was waiting for. Like
Exactly.
it was like
Me
I
included.
graduated. It was weird because it was like, yo, I gotta tell you something.
I ain't
Go
gonna say
ahead.
I was waiting for it, but you was my nigga.
No,
so it was
with
like,
me, when you were drinking, is different. I'm talking about smoking.
Okay.
When I started smoking,
That was different.
I had lost the bet. I keep it dick. I keep.
I'm
it
glad
G.
you kept it real because I started smoking when I was
I keep
11.
it G.
So I'm
I
glad
was
you
with,
put that out there.
I was with my man Dukes, and I was with JD. And JD had a bad drinking experience. One of them Jones, I'm never drinking
Drink
again.
again.
What, down,
I'm just smoking weed
down
Baltimore.
there?
We was in Baltimore.
Because I was about to say, because like, actually that piece,
So you was all the way down Baltimore when you started smoking?
Yeah.
I was in college.
Get the
I was
fuck out of
20.
here.
Told you.
I ain't get my license till I was 20.
Yo, I used to be at Central High School on a patio. I ain't even gonna hold you. I used to be on a patio.
I did everything
lit.
backwards. Not backwards, but you know, I played my part.
In your own
for the most
time.
part. Yeah.
In your own time.
It was,
But I used to be at Central Dog.
Granted,
on a patio.
I smoked for the first time when I was in
Mind you,
college
let's
too.
keep it G.
So.
Really?
The reason that I
Y'all
was,
trying to make me feel like the bad one.
the
Oh.
reason that I was always, the reason
I
that
was
it
a young-
lasted,
Sophomore year.
I was a youngin'.
the reason it lasted so long,
I was
for
in
me
high school
was
smoking.
because I took pride in the fact that I wasn't impressionable. That it wasn't. That I didn't do what
Yeah.
everybody else was doing. Like, you know what I mean?
That's
And
true.
I had an excuse that I was an athlete.
But listen, you can
I
agree
wanna
with
see
this.
this one,
The
but
reason
that's
why I
No,
smoke.
but like, you know, niggas be like, why you in here? Like, nigga, I still play ball.
Hey, right, I'm an athlete. I don't do that.
And niggas would accept that.
Exactly.
Niggas want
That's
you
an
to,
acceptable
They
excuse.
want you to win.
But listen,
you know what I mean?
what you
Like,
gotta say
Why
is
is
this,
that
this though.
excuse?
I was always very.
It's a reason.
Listen, I didn't even
It's
understand the
We can get to
science
that, too.
behind it, but I was always very hyper, right? So I learned. I didn't even understand. Like I thought that I was
That's
smoking
why it
to
was
like
good for him
cool
to
out.
smoke, actually.
My point exactly, because I was off like.
This nigga know me, know
Yo,
me.
let me tell you.
Nigga, I know you.
Know me, know me.
Like,
I be like bouncing off walls and shit, like how he probably would be, like bouncing off walls. But when you blow, you cool, you cop a
When
study,
I used to
everything
play
cop a
basketball,
study.
That's what it was. It was like, I feel like.
I wake up with
I'm
too
a-
energy. I wake up
you
with too
know,
much energy.
I
Let
know
me go
this
real
nigga.
quick. Let me go real quick.
Go for it.
When I used to play basketball as a kid, teenager, I couldn't eat before I played,
That's how I.
and if I had
That's
the
life.
flu, I scored 40
Right.
because I was too hyper. I needed something to pull me back.
Exactly.
Not that weed is what you supposed to do when you were a kid playing sports, but like literally, I've always like when he said no, that's why it was good for him. Literally, my skill set on the court was based off of slowing down.
Right.
But
'Cause
you
I
got-
was-
and you gotta understand, like,
I agree. I
am I
wholeheartedly
the
agree.
heaviest? No, I'm not. I'm not the heaviest weed smoker. But I understand where it come from.
nowhere
For,
close to
for
it.
somebody like him, he's an energy person.
Right, me
Which I
too.
will actually applaud him for a lot of shit, because that shit, it come into play a lot of times.
Right,
Like, for
right.
example, when I see this nigga doing shit on certain tracks for other artists outside of doing it
Right.
himself, they want him on shit.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, and I told you this a million times, when it comes to the improv shit,
He got it. I know.
like my cousin to this day, he's my cousin is my blood cousin. He when I mention his name, he's like he'll say something about, you talking about Superstar? Exactly. Because
tell you.
he used to do the commercial back in the
I
never
remember.
even
His
seen the
cousin was the
commercial.
only nigga
But hold
that
up.
that song.
And
Hold
I
up.
didn't see the commercial. I'm like,
Hold up. No, pause.
Like
We
Superstar.
go all the way back. How many, like, we had a talent show. Me and you both was at, like, 8 of the fucking, probably, like, 12
I did
X.
Sugar Hill with Amber.
of the whole joint. I did everything with every fucking body. We both did.
I
Like,
did the Dr. Dre and Snoop
kinda
Joe
feel your
with
energy
what's
right
his
yo,
name?
I did
No,
everything
it's
with
real
everybody.
shit.
So I'm just feeling you. Like, that's
No.
how we both was. Like,
But
we
what
both
did I
was.
say,
I sung Monica. I rapped Lauryn Hill. I was dancing. So we both did the same thing in the same talent show. That's how we both
But that's
was.
what's
Like,
crazy
it was me
because-
and you every act. Hold up. Pause. Hold up.
But the crazy thing is, like, and mind you, I still got good music out. I could be a superstar at that shit. But none of us knew that what we were doing was bigger than that.
Exactly.
thing.
We did it for our pure
I don't think
enjoyment.
Played so much
It
of
was
a
for
major
pure
part.
I
enjoyment
don't
for
think
me.
you ever knew where your lane was, but I think you're in this point right now where you're really finding your lane. So like I can say I'm proud, because it's like conversations that I have from afar. It's like he do this shit, and now like here I am sitting with a podcast, with him. But these are the conversations that I have afar when you're not here. It's because I'm like, you found your lane, and that's dope as fuck to me. Because
For
it's
me,
like I've always seen it. Like your energy level, bar none.
That's what- right.
You gonna have that.
But defining your lane is critical. I agree.
How many people who search their whole lives never find it?
Most.
And now, exactly. And now, 37 right now.
I'll be 30.
Hold on.
So
A
be
little early.
37,
Little early.
my
Little
bad.
early.
We'll be 37. But
You got a month.
got
6
we're
weeks.
gonna call you 37.
Well, we don't know when it's dropping, but
Yeah,
about
All
right.
right.
exactly. True. But find your lane. Like, that's probably one of the best things on earth. Like, to find who you are.
Absolutely.
Now you found out who you are.
You know, like, well, see, I've known a lot of my strengths. I didn't know how to materialize them.
I've always told you about
You
shrimp,
see what
but
I'm
I'll
saying?
tell you about your
I didn't know how to
weaknesses, too.
materialize them. But one thing that I can give myself credit for is always being open to jumping into things and trying things and giving it my all. So with that, the things that I did back
About
when I
that.
said I brought you in 15 years ago to do business for me when I was trying to have a label in the studio and stuff like that, I went hard for that. I threw bricks at the penitentiary to be able to keep that situation going while trying to do something positive, because at the end of the day, I kept thinking, like, if I'm not here, I could just play myself without trying this.
Right.
It could have been something.
Right,
Same
right,
thing
right,
with
right.
Matt and other situations I've been
Right.
in. I've always just went wholeheartedly
Come on, Matt,
in
from
them.
one down.
So what
That's a lot.
happens is, now when I did find... Now when I did find my path and my stride, all those things come into play. The networking comes into play. The comfortability in different rooms comes into play.
So basically, everything you did then come to fruition.
Everything
now.
I did since
I think
my
it's about your
parents
roles
was
in
putting
all-
me in camp and fucking programs.
Right.
Matters
We was
now.
talking about that.
When they was putting me on stage in
We was talking
oratorical
about that.
speeches,
Yeah.
that
Nah.
shit matters
Yeah,
now.
it does.
I can speak in front of any fucking
does.
body comfortably because I know that all I have to be is me
Right.
and well read.
Gift and a curse.
It's a thing. Well, I mean, it's a curse.
No, we've talked about that shit. It's
It's
a
a
gift
curse
because people won't appreciate you telling them what it is always, because people. But that's not on you. That's not an opportunity for you.
just want to talk about my soul this episode. Go ahead, E. Go ahead.
Notice
E.
that.
No, because he knows what I go through with
14
friends.
since
He knows.
14.
He knows I lose friends off of my honesty. I don't pull punches. I don't know how.
Think about it. Am I gonna go at it with this nigga at some time? Yes.
Right. We all do, but
See? Now we finished it sentence.
right,
Like me and him was.
right.
But it's like, it's one of them things where it's like, if I need somebody, because my thing is, we did so much for people, a lot of people, right?
A lot of people.
But with a lot of people, with knowing a lot of motherfuckers, is not knowing the truth.
Absolutely.
So it's like, at least I can be like, this nigga at least gonna tell me the truth.
Right.
I might have to fight this nigga. I might have to go, like, we ain't gonna talk for a minute.
Right.
But he
And
gonna be
I'm
honest.
the same one that he could call when we about to face 20 years. Because we just did some shit a couple years ago that was fucking crazy for his family. And he called me and said, where you at? I said, I'm on my way uptown. I just got on Upsall. He said, come to such and such. I didn't ask him why.
Definitely didn't ask. You know what? It's crazy. He never asked me why.
I don't have to ask you why.
Yeah.
Why am I asking you why?
Right.
He asked me why.
He didn't say, yo, you chilling, you want drink. He said, yo, come here now.
Out of North Philly.
And we ran up and down them blocks, and I'm not going to get into it because it's crazy. But it was a crazy situation that involved his family and their fucking safe haven.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Would be the best way to put that. And you know when it's go, it's go.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
You know, I know.
What I'm going to tell you
Don't
is
nobody
all
know.
the bullshit we went through for them couple hours down there, the saddest part wasn't even the situation. It was the lack of men.
Absolutely.
We should have had a bigger problem doing what we was fucking doing.
You already know. I'm stronger than half the niggas I know.
That's what I took from. We don't play them games.
I'm
about
harder
our
than
folks.
most of the dudes I know.
Yeah, like
so
we don't play
I
like
can
that
relate.
about our folks, man. And that's the thing. Like, there's a balance, and I don't run around here talking crazy. I'm on air, damn near every day at some point.
Yeah, you
now.
call me lasagna because I move in silence. I'm a G.
I
You hear me?
literally don't like. I don't glorify none of that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, all the people that you see around me that pull up on me that say throwback shit,
Right.
like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a respect
Talk
for a
about
reason.
some of the, like, yo, going way back. We go back, like,
I tell you how me and E got cool. You know what I mean? E got cool.
No.
E used to date my cousin. Early in that relationship, I always knew E from playing basketball. Let's start there.
Because you from uptown, so you from Runaway.
Yeah,
Damn.
I've known him
uptown, baby.
damn near my whole life.
Uptown,
But he
baby.
was the ball, the point guard, the low fast ball, the crossover. Like, that was him.
Right.
But he always was cool, so we always fucked with him. So when he was messing with my cousin, it wasn't a thing like, who the fuck is homie? Like, it was like, no, that's the homie.
Right.
Even though he wasn't the homie, he was the homie.
Right.
Type shit. So one day he was walking home from her crib, and I live across the street. Sitting on the step.
Sat on the step.
We sat on the
Talk
step
hip-hop.
for fucking 3-4 hours.
Hip hop.
Rap music, relationships, all type of shit. Like, we used to have this ongoing conversation in the neighborhood. Shout out to Sasha. About how you can relate everything.
Sasha, okay, Sasha. I went to temple with Sasha. Shout out to Sasha.
Sasha dope.
I went to
You can
temple with
relate
her.
everything.
That's like
I remember
sis right
Sasha.
there.
No, that is sis. But you
Across
can
from
relate
family. I remember
everything-
Sasha.
Yeah,
I remember.
Directly across.
I remember.
Yep,
Trust me. I've
We
been
all on
around.
camera.
So
Don't
they
give
can
up-
remember.
Don't give up her address.
Sorry, I wouldn't do that.
But,
I wouldn't do that.
I mean, Shade did no more. But
I'm about to say that was like 20 years ago.
we still mic'd up. But no, like we used to have an ongoing joke about how you can relate everything in a relationship to basketball.
Yeah, we did.
Good. That's cool.
Like metaphorically.
Right. I
there's
see
so
it.
many
Taking me
things.
back,
Remember that?
Yeah.
And
I
we
see
chopped it. And what we realized was we both had groups of homies. Like he had probably 3 cars at the time and was walking. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had a squad, and it was just like we've agreed on more things about just life in general.
Right.
The things that were
That was
important
like-
to us at
that
that
was-
age.
It was organic.
It was the most
It
eye-opening
was
thing.
organic.
Like,
It was weird. Sitting on them, you know the
sat
steps in front
there.
of my mom crib.
Yeah, we
The
just like
Jones, everybody
chopping that
fucked their
shit
shit
up.
up.
Right.
We sat there and just was chopping it.
I was
And
like four-
it
I
was
was-
like some high shit.
I
We
was
was
probably
sober.
14 or 15. He was like,
No,
yeah.
you was about 17 and
No, it wasn't.
16. You had to be 16. I'm a year behind. You had to be
Yeah,
like 16. I was like 15.
yeah.
Oh wow, been that long? Oh wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that long.
Most people have no idea.
I feel like when I started hearing
People
about
just used
E,
to
we was
seeing
like
E.
18, 19. When I started hearing
Well,
about
when
E.
you started hearing about E,
Not to discredit anything, I just didn't know it
No.
was that long.
I think shit. You really want to get into.
But that's probably when I started coming back around too.
I was about
You
to say.
thinking, like,
the only way I
I'm
can
really-
relate it to you was
I can
to
go
talk
to
about
the
how old
crib.
Dom was.
He ain't got to be there. Like,
Yo, stop.
No, E
I
don't-
freaked out today.
E
Stop.
don't leave
That
my
freaked me
house.
out today.
You don't leave my house without fucking to-go bags.
yo, they be packing them jaws.
I'm
His
saying
mom-
I don't live around the corner no more, but I'm just saying though, like
You know you always gotta pull up.
Matter of
on
fact,
that.
I'm just saying.
It's the one crib that I know, like, one, I'm going to get good food.
Absolutely.
But Linda, no, they don't play.
Yeah. I love her. Let me tell you, I go back to Linda since.
But 2?
So not
What's
88,
two?
but I
wanna
go
hear
back to
2.
lady. I go back to Linda
One,
since
you gonna
90.
get food. What's number 2?
Well, what? You ain't, period. You ain't got to be there. Like,
Oh, I thought you was about to say 2.
No,
I would
you-
get a good drink.
well, that too. Definitely.
I can agree with that.
I come from
We got
this.
some stories. for
Like,
that,
I didn't
too.
make this shit up. And it's funny because I actually think I talked about you on the podcast with Chris Mack. If I'm not mistaken, I have alluded to
Don't do it.
Why are you smiling like that?
cause it's hilarious.
Don't do it.
It actually relates to what we were just talking about how like I started drinking through him.
Uh huh.
So we at my people's
We're
crib.
going to do it. We're going to do it.
We at my people's crib.
Yeah.
This is safe space.
That was like Carla Mama house.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So they got so
You see it? You see it?
cause he hears about this story every 3 months.
Nick, not even every 3 months. I can't even go to the fucking crib without you talking about a
Remember
grandma
when-
saying it to me,
Aw.
a mom saying it to me, a aunt saying it to me. Like,
No, but this is perfect for sipping
Cool.
with Sammie, and this is why I think you could take it.
Cool.
It's because it explains why I drink the way
that was
I drink.
definitely like
Everybody thinks
15 years ago, though.
no, it was a long time ago.
Long
but
time ago.
everybody thinks that I'm bougie because I say I only drink certain ways and certain things. I was raised that way.
Right. Me too.
So mind you, I started drinking with him,
Yeah.
but I came from the family that
Right.
I came from.
Correct.
You came from where you
So he
came
knew
from.
about.
So
he knew
I
about
knew a couple
drinking.
things that he wasn't caring about. Not that he might
Damn,
have
we're
knew,
gonna
he
do this on
didn't
a
care.
podcast today.
Let's do it, cause you turned up on me 3 times already. I've been counting. So look,
Yo, you funny with yours.
so they got Cavassier like XO or something, like some
Yeah,
crazy.
something major.
Like we so young, like we
Something
old
major.
enough to drink, or probably barely old
I
enough to
was
drink.
just old enough to drink at the time.
So I probably wasn't old enough to drink.
So I
yet.
was
Right,
like,
right, right.
I was like, I
You
probably
might have
was
been
just
21,
at the
and
time.
so I was 20
just 21
or
at the time.
19, about to be 20, somewhere
So,
in there. So it was one of the things where
Put it
when
out there since we going. I would just turn 21 or
No,
just
keep it
21.
G. I'm not gonna front like you was,
Alright.
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But it was one of the things where you grab the bottle and you go like this,
Right,
and they don't
right,
say nothing, and you be
Right.
like, oh, we
okay. Okay,
Like,
we in this joint.
Because not only is y'all letting us drink,
He was
y'all
at
letting
grandma's
us drink This,
He was at grandma's house?
he was at Carla's
Yo.
mom's house, my aunt. and them crib.
Yeah.
When I tell you, everybody looked. All right,
No,
so
you
go
skipping
ahead.
parts.
Go
Hold
ahead.
up. In
Yeah.
order.
So me, I'm hyped too. So I pour the shit. I'm like, E, get you some of this type shit. Like they letting us rock because you know they looked. Like, you know how OGs be. When I
Right.
picked up the bottle, they all
We
looked.
got the good shit.
And they saw me pour. Nobody said nothing. Nobody said y'all drink the
Yeah.
bullshit. Nothing. I said, all right, E, get you something.
We in this joint.
Because only 2 of us, so it's not ODing. Right?
Right,
Like, this
right.
how I'm thinking. Because I know it's ODing regardless. Because this is a real bottle.
I can't.
So, he like, yo, pass me the white cran grape juice.
All right, so
I said, pass you what?
yeah,
Like
Why did I take it out a little
Leave
bit?
the what? It took the what?
To fucking mix the joint.
Right,
man.
right.
But granted,
said,
when you
yo,
grab
Who
yak,
do chasers?
any you
No,
with
not
yak,
chaser. He
with
wanted
yak.
to mix
Yeah.
top shelf Cavassier
Yeah.
with white
And that
cran grape.
I'm sorry, I got white cream in my refrigerator right now.
shaking her head at
Time out.
right now.
You don't even understand. It
But
got
I don't
you.
mix
Yo.
it.
No.
I just drink that
know.
shit
No,
like.
it's not about how you feel about it.
Listen,
It's about the room he
I
was
agree.
in.
listen.
As soon as he poured the fucking bottle
I agree.
sideways,
I agree.
the music stopped. The bottles disappeared.
It was like,
oh!
Grandma looked at
Everything
me,
disappeared
mom
from
looked
his
at
hand.
me,
They started
grandpa looked at
They
me.
snatched the juice, the liquor, the glass, everything. He was standing there like this with nothing in his hand.
Blast,
Like, yo, it was like a cartoon.
Yo,
Yo, that's funny as shit.
Like, everything disappeared.
Call
And
up
then
brother put me on black.
Like
He was
a
like,
he said, yo,
he,
cowboy.
he one of the funny boys. So he was
Yeah,
like,
Jay Crazy. He
what
said,
you
this,
doing?
he
Like,
said, this 50 cent looking
boy.
motherfucker, y'all got 25 cents here.
Chop me all the way out.
Yo,
Oh,
when
my
I
God.
say my family do not play about liquor,
I never
yo,
mixed a drink since then.
I know that's the fuck right.
Dog,
Yo.
like, yo,
No,
I
you
know
will
that's the
learn.
fuck right.
in front of my family, you
Listen.
will learn.
I know that's the
Yeah.
fuck
And I
right.
don't even know if that's something you're supposed to brag about.
I'm glad I ain't do no shit like
you know
that.
Miss Linda, like,
Absolutely. She
love
knew me
Miss
since
Linda.
I was like 6.
Exact.
This
Miss
is going to be the
Linda,
best episode because all the people that love my mom, they gonna like he talked about her
Miss
the whole
Linda,
I love
she
her.
love me dearly, but she will chop me up like, if I come to the crib now, you're not gonna mix that, are you?
Teamwork make the dream
She
work.
still say it.
Yo,
She still, like, no, it's funny because.
Yeah.
But I'm glad. Guess what? Yo, your mom never chopped me up, and I'm glad.
Well, you haven't. See, E has been in more vulnerable spots than me.
Exactly, that's my
I
point.
don't get to drag
Because when
you
I see
around.
your mom,
Like,
I
I get
still
to
think
drag
about like
you
my
around.
grandmom. Like, cause your
Me-
mom,
me
your
and
mom,
you be doing anything,
no,
I'm like,
but your
no, we
mom
out.
still fucks
He's
with my
coming.
grandmom. So I be like, fuck, I got to be a certain motherfucking way in here. Like,
But you know what? Rest in peace to your grandma.
I love her.
I love that little woman.
Love
I
her so
remember
much.
calling you because I seen her on a bus stop.
I remember you calling me too.
Like, yo, I'm giving your grandma a ride.
I remember you
Tell her
calling me
it's
that too. I remember you. I
Tell
remember
her it's
that.
me.
I remember
Because
that.
this
Yo, let
woman-
me tell you.
This little light skinned, beautiful soul, like you on her grandma was like like
that was
she,
out west or okay.
but she was like just she's tiny, and then she always was sweet. And it's like you ride past, you know what was going on at a certain time in the neighborhood, and you see her on a bus stop, and it's the afternoon, but it's like, where's she catching the bus to?
You just like touched my heart. Like, yo, I wouldn't be the woman I was
But
if it wasn't for my grandma.
I can't pick up your grandma unless you let your grandma know that's such
Right.
and such from such and like
Right,
I
right,
have to
right.
like in
But
order
she
for
knew
me to
your
offer
mom.
her that
All you
courtesy-
had to say was this little Linda.
No, but I wouldn't scare anybody.
Right.
You gotta remember.
But
I've
she
been
know your whole
tatted up-
government though. No,
But
but
I've
she
been
know your whole
tatted up with
government. You just
long
gotta
hair.
split the whole government, and she
Yeah.
know exactly who
But
you are,
I was-
address and all.
Listen.
Like she know everything.
Listen.
Like,
I don't want no traumas caused because of me.
yo, you just made
I
my
respect
day. Yo,
that
you
woman
just made
so
my day.
much.
Like my house,
No,
I just
you
bought a new house. I
mentioned
just
your
moved like
grandma.
2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
the house she just
And
moved
listen, the house is literally 3 blocks away from my grandmama's buried. Like, dog, like, I swear.
Yeah.
I think of my grandmama every single day.
Toreup.
Not only for that, I got something, this necklace is hers. Like, I wear something of hers every single day. I gotta make sure I have something for my grandma on me every single day. That's
You
how
want
much I
to talk
love
about
her.
a woman, like a lady type shit, like you know what I mean, like
I
what,
love her.
what the bar was back then. That's a woman you could respect, man.
That's dope, though.
Yo, I wouldn't be the woman I was today if it wasn't for her. Like, my mom didn't
I
raise
was
me.
getting to that.
My dad raised me, and my dad raised me through,
It's mine.
his mom.
It was mine.
Remember when she took me from Ivy Leaf? Yo, somebody took my blazer.
Ivy League.
Jeanette. She's older than us.
I know Jeanette.
Jeanette. We switched blazers. Yo, your mom was like, it's not her fault. Don't worry about it. It's okay, because my grandma's about to take my head off. You don't know your blazer?
You know
Yeah.
how many people my mom used to see?
Your mom saved my ass that day, let me
My
tell
mom
you.
told me about people she used to order lunch for, and I used to be like, you used to make
so
me eat the
many
bullshit.
people, yo.
Like, are you serious?
It's crazy because
But they used to pick on him.
I'm knowing
My mom would be like, but they
This
used to
is
pick
my
on
house,
him.
though.
Like, what?
Like, yo.
I love her.
Like, yo. How
I
you know
love
so many
her.
people?
Linda?
Like, yo.
Yo.
No, Linda done lived, but the thing about my mom, and this is one thing that I
Ooh,
respect
Dad
about
got a
my mom.
barbershop.
My mom is one
Yo,
of
they
the
is all
most.
I love their family
My mom is
so
one
much.
of the prettiest women in the world. Like
But she's so real. She like
but
real and
she's
prissy
a
though.
Gangster.
Right, that's the thing. She real
she
and prissy.
yo.
How the hell you real and prissy? I guess I'm the next thing after
You
her.
think she
huh?
ever held anything back from saying something to me?
Never.
Never
She
did.
ain't never held shit
No,
for
she
me.
talks
Never
to
did.
him. Shout out to Ted. She talks to Ted. She talks to a
Good
few
shit,
of
Ted.
my
Yeah,
homies
shout out Ted.
that really like niggas
Yeah.
that'll pull up when I'm not there. She'll have real talk with
Yo.
them. She'll find out more about their life than I know. Real
Yo.
shit. She like, did you know such and such? And I'll be like, kinda.
It's
I love her.
She right, but
I'm
so
her.
proud.
I love your mom.
Because she'll always look at the fact that it's a process.
Exactly.
And I'm here. She respects the fact that they come to her.
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, that means that they want to do what makes sense.
I love your mom.
Even though they know that they're not bad people.
But again,
what makes the most sense?
It's going back to...
This is what leadership, this is what we're supposed to do for each other.
But it's going back to what I would say about you. Is like, I can go to Miss Linda, and get... Because he calls her Linda.
I know.
I've been going to Linda a while, my bad.
And get a true response. So
Absolutely.
I can go to him and get a true
she's not
response.
going to pacify him. Can
Never
I talk about
has.
that?
Never
Why do
has.
women pacify each other?
Never has.
I'm not a pacifier. You
Why
know
do-
that.
But that's why you have your problems you have with your homegirls a lot of the times. Is because
Clearly.
you don't pacify.
I don't want us like...
But I was raised by a man, so that's a little
But
different.
that's
So-
not... Don't
that's
say
not
women,
an
though.
excuse.
Don't say women, though, because, like, I feel like...
Society in
Some
general.
of even homies want to be passed. They want to
But-
have the right answer.
You know
Nobody
what?
wants
You
to hear
think
the
about
truth.
it. Think
You know what?
about some
That
of your
takes it back.
fallout.
It goes back to Tom Hanks.
Think
Who
about
said
some
it?
of the.
You want the
right.
truth?
'Cause
You
it's
can't
what I
handle
just-
the truth.
It's what I just said you said about me.
I've said it to him before, and it's like he will go at it with people. I will go at it with him. But the bottom line is that I feel like a lot of people aren't acceptable to a true answer. So it's like
Absolutely.
you give
You don't want the
them
truth. You can't handle the truth.
That yeah, you going back to you said Tom Hanks joint. They can't. They literally can't.
You think you want the truth, but you can't handle it. I don't know. It might not have
that
been
was
Tom Hanks. But it was in the same A Few Good Men.
No, Few Good Men. That was whatchamacallit. That
Nicholson,
was,
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson. Yeah, but it was
I
like
am confused with Nicholas. But
Yeah.
Nicholson.
but they can't. So it's like, and I've seen over years where he'd go at it with people, and like I said, I would go at it with them too. But it's like they can't handle real shit, and it's like
How many people do you know? I'm sorry to cut you off. How many people that you know can handle real shit?
not a lot.
Point.
Period.
But that's what's scary to
Point.
me.
But
That's
Point.
what I be preaching.
Both of y'all
on
just say
Facebook.
exactly where I was
Tell
going.
me, my thing is, tell me what I need to know.
I'm one of them. I
Tell
take
me.
criticism because I want to know because I'm my hardest critic. We were just talking about that.
You
I'm
know
my
why I
hardest
can't?
critic.
You know why I can't
Yo.
bullshit my friends? I'm gonna keep it the real.
Because you don't bullshit me.
No, you
One
I'm telling you
one
the
thing.
reason.
One thing.
I-
Feedback is a gift.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely.
Feedback is a gift.
Absolutely.
Somebody
Good, bad,
tell
and
you
different.
real exactly. Whatever somebody tell you, because you're not always going to think about some
How
of the
you
things.
perceive.
Exactly. So feedback is a fucking gift. That was one of the biggest things I ever learned.
But you know
in
what
life.
else? Feedback is subjective.
Yes, it is.
But you see, this is.
But
the
it
part.
is what it. You
This
got to
is-
take it for
this
what
is-
it is.
Absolutely,
Though.
I
It don't
agree.
matter if it's
No,
subjective,
I
it don't
agree.
This is
matter.
where
But,
the train-
but
You still
out of
gotta-
10 feedbacks, you're going to get 10 answers.
But you got to still think about what somebody's telling you.
All
Yes,
10 of them.
is
My
it-
point is just being
Is
inclusive.
it subjective?
All
Yes.
10 of them.
But
this is where the crash.
do people take the time out to think, okay, this person did say this, even if it's 1 out of the 10?
Constructive
You
criticism.
still
Something
gotta,
in there that makes
Constructive.
sense.
You
still
gotta be
gotta honor the
constructive.
1 out of the 10.
Constructive.
Yeah, you have to. Because it gotta be like, okay.
And mind you, I might tell you something based on what I see. Now,
But
I
most
might
how you
not
perceive
know.
it.
I only know
Most
what you
people
show
will
me
not do
and
that.
what I can assume.
Right.
people
I
won't do
give
that.
you space for that, but I keep it real based on what I know.
So
So,
for the-
I can be wrong.
Right. So for the
You
person
know what I
that's
mean? I
responsible
can
for
be wrong, but I'm not all the way wrong.
Right.
Because it comes from a real place.
my point. That's
That's
what
all
I'm
that
saying.
matters.
That's what I was about to
But
say.
that's judging an individual. You gotta know where it comes from.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. So for the person who gives the output, it's up to them to perceive or reflect whatever constructive criticism they receive.
Let me retract
You know,
that.
Because it's your message.
Let me retract that. It actually shouldn't come. It doesn't matter who it comes from. Granted, I know if it comes from him, I should take it with a grain. It's like, damn, you know what? It's my nigga. He knew me. We going on, I don't know, 20 years or something like that.
We just went through that.
But what if it's somebody that knew me a year and they seen something like that?
Right.
So let me retract that statement, saying like, it really. Granted, I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt if he tells me. But what if someone that knew me a month saw something?
I'm
And
so
mind you, I'ma
conflicted
correct
right now
you
with that. I'm so
because
conflicted.
you're
Not with
saying-
you, but in my own life. Because I've been in entrepreneurship, you always meet somebody, right? You always meet somebody.
Yeah.
And so it's like people who I just met a few months ago maybe recognize some things that people I've known for 30 years have not mentioned. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, do I take this?
Because they are who they met. I mean, they see who they met.
But they only know
They
this
don't see
person.
the other
But you knew me since I was 7, 6.
And I've always seen who you were.
So you saw me through all of this.
Oh,
They
that's
only
what you
see
was about
this
to say,
end product. They only see this end product. You might only see this 1 year product. You saw the whole transition.
Mhm.
Like
But I
literally.
respect it too.
But people
that's
evolve,
hold
though.
on.
Exactly, the
Hold
evolution.
Hold on. This is a black queen. I respect it. Like, I've grown up with a lot of motherfuckers. I be with some lit motherfuckers, a lot of fly motherfuckers. I don't just bring random women around my motherfuckers.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? There's something that you've had since we played fucking 1, 2, 3 hole
Right.
that made it where it's like, you know what? Scythe is solid.
Right.
It's not a gender thing. It's not
Right.
a complexion thing. It's not a race thing.
It's us,
I like
it's us
solid
thing.
people.
What
And I
about
don't
timing
turn
thing?
down people that aren't necessarily quote unquote solid. I try to help them be more solid within themselves.
Right.
So a lot of the times that's where the line gets blurred. Where the train gets crashed at most times is that you want to know what you don't want to know.
Absolutely. But listen,
Some people.
he just asked a
You
question.
see what I'm saying?
Timing is super
You can't
crucial.
ask me a question and I answer that question and you get mad at me for answering that question.
But
Right.
that's-
But listen,
then you're big. You know, we going back to knowing him, but it's like
Okay.
some of his fallouts have come from that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but that's some people can't take that. But I don't know whether it's how you deliver it to them or whatever.
And I've been working on my delivery.
Right.
And that's one thing that I definitely, great you brought that up while we on the podcast. I want people to know, I say the things I say about myself, I say the things I say about people because I'm constantly being introspective on myself. I'm constantly trying to figure out what my strengths are, what my weaknesses are, what my shortcomings are, what my triggers are. Because triggers is a big thing to figure out.
Absolutely.
But triggers
Because
is
it'll-
for everybody.
absolutely.
Everyone
We
has
all
triggers.
have them.
We all
But
have
you know what I live
controlling
by?
them is like controlling insecurity.
You know what I live by, and it's
You see what I'm saying?
kind of like what
It's
you're saying.
something you have to really care about.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I live by.
Dead
It's
ass.
kind of like what both of you saying, but it's not what you say; it's how you say it.
How you say it?
And I'm
Because
so
you-
blatant.
Exactly. So you're saying you're working on the delivery,
Exactly.
but you can have the same message, but just convey it in a certain manner.
And I'm working on it. I'm not great. Like
Me too.
But
Trust
not-
me.
Here's my.
But I'm
here's
honest.
my thing.
I'm honest.
I will still take that. My thing is, you
At least
know,
it's honesty.
again,
At least it's
I-
honest.
Because you know it's real.
That's
You know it's
that's my
real.
thing. That's my thing. We've done so much for so many people,
Right.
and I'm speaking about me and him.
Personally.
We've done so much. So give me the
I know
real.
some of the things. Yeah, I know.
Give me the
Yeah.
real. I'll be okay with that. If I don't got to talk to him for
It
a
might
month,
be hard to digest. That's fine.
Right.
if I don't got to talk to him for a month, that's cool.
Right.
But what
That's
I
the
do
digestion.
know,
But you come right back though.
what I
But
do
we're
know,
gonna meet right back, and we're gonna keep it moving.
nigga, I'll pop up at his mom crib and he'll come through and it's like, yeah, I'm here. What's good?
I know.
Like,
You got me missing Linda so much. I miss her so much.
Well, I mean, maybe me and you will do a podcast with Linda on the patio. You
We
know?
should.
there we
Nice
go.
out.
Yo, that
I love her so much.
She love the patio. We let the
Yeah,
people meet
that's
Linda.
dope.
Let me tell you, I love her so much.
Patio
No,
with
because
Linda.
like she's gonna become between the people I interview that really know me.
Linda gonna turn that shit
She's
out.
gonna become the star of the show that nobody
She
ever
will.
met.
She
I
will.
love her so much.
Because a lot of things.
And she
like,
your twin. That's how you get like.
Exactly. I can't fight the fact that I look just like her.
But it's crazy because I didn't see it when I was younger until like now, and it might have been because she like got. I don't know because I'm really good
But
on
we
those
both got
features.
locks, we both
But
got
it's
the
crazy.
gap.
That's my point. But I never.
We
I'm
both got
good
the
on
gap.
features.
He got the gap too. He family.
I do. I'm in there.
You in the family.
in there.
But I noticed that. But my whole thing is like, yo, Linda is the truth. I love her. She always been a positive influence, like
Well-
without even like being it like voluntarily.
She's
I'll tell
don't,
you-
she won't
I'll-
bullshit you.
I'll
That's,
tell
that's
you
my
something.
thing.
But not even
She won't
voluntarily, just her
bullshit
presence.
I'll
She
tell you
bullshit.
something.
Just her
that
presence.
Y'all might not know about my mom. Her mom was the shit. You see what I'm saying?
I can imagine.
It's
So.
like
She got
a
it from
woman-
somewhere.
A woman that she was married multiple times. When I say multiple times,
Really?
nobody dated my grandma just to date her.
Really?
You had to take her and her family on. and
Really?
all that. So my mom comes from a big family,
I kind of knew some of it.
and
I never knew
my
that.
grandmother has been married 3 to 4 times.
I did
before she
hear that,
died.
but the way you
know.
explained
Don't
it,
know your
though.
So, like, mind you, this is a woman at that era that all the husbands she had,
Huh.
not one of them made her sell her house, signed it over to him and none of that shit.
Let
Because
me
she
tell you.
knew what was
She
important
was a boss.
about
Man.
stability.
Absolutely.
They used to pawn jewelry on Friday to split a hoagie between her and her 2 girlfriends.
It was out west too.
60th.
60th Street. That's where I'm from.
Like, you know that neighborhood. You know what it was in my mom era.
Absolutely.
Like, my grandmother was fucking dope as hell. I had a couple, she had a couple husbands that was pretty cool, but my direct grandfather, my mom's father, has about 50 kids out here.
Shit.
Maybe that's exaggeration.
No.
30.
No, I know, but it's a lot.
No. Yeah.
Like 30 would be like.
But you know what I was just talking about?
remember.
No, but hold up. Pause.
You told me that.
Pause. You know what I was just talking about? I took my sons to the barbershop and I was talking to the barber and he was saying the reason he got married, and he's like 40 something. He been married for 21 years coming up. And the reason he got married in Baltimore was because in Philly you had to get a blood test to get married.
And he didn't want to find out.
And he didn't feel like that shit.
Oh shit.
No, like it's real out here.
But it's real.
It's real out here, yo. And people, alright, I jump all over the place.
Hey, I'm following you. What's up, homie?
But one of my biggest things
I'm
that
right
I
with
keep
you.
saying about people, and that I keep trying to get across to people, and that might be my delivery. We worried about the wrong shit, yo.
Right.
We are completely worried about the wrong
But I can
shit.
agree that that's what our,
I
like,
agree to that.
that's like, I agree with that.
Like a lot of the times, because I can
So
relate
versus
it,
like.
I can relate it to what we're saying. There's a lot of times in a lot of the relationships that we're talking about where you, him, and me are all kind of the same, whereas then we keep it funky with motherfuckers that we fuck with,
Always
and we
will.
keep it fly
I can't do nothing
with
else.
people we want to breeze by.
I
That's
can't do
life,
nothing else.
right? So you get to a point where it's like, I don't even know how to say it. It's like, it's
I gotta cut relationships short because of that.
I want to tell you that you're worried about the wrong shit.
Right.
But you think that what you're worried about is so important.
But you can
That
take a water, you can take a horse to the water, but you
fucking-
can't make him
me
drink.
saying that,
So you
But
be
me
wasting your
saying
breath.
that-
You
but
blue in the face.
But
To
no,
each his own,
no.
man.
But
That's
the
the-
part that gets weird is me saying that is something that you could take with a grain of salt. And I want
Right.
to correct him when he said a grain of salt, because he don't take what I say with a grain of salt. He takes my aggression with a grain of salt. He takes my message personally. You see what I'm saying? He's smart enough to know the difference.
Right.
But like,
I can
there's
do
a
that.
lot of people that could just say, you know what, fuck it. But when you tell them that they worried about
Right.
the wrong
Wrong
shit, it hits them so fucking deep that
So-
they don't want you around them.
That's my problem. Or
Especially
maybe it is
grown
that.
folks. I think
I
it's
was about
more
to say-
so with grown folks because the fact of the matter is they can choose and decide what they want to do, even if it's for the right or wrong reason. So
And
it's
they,
like,
and they think if they're well spoken that they
so
can make an excuse
I
for the
think
wrong.
when we're younger, it was like one of those things where it was like, all right, cool, blah blah
Whatever.
blah. But now that you're grown, it's
You got
like
responsibility to that.
I ain't gotta worry about that shit. I'm grown, blah blah. But
you
I'm gonna
don't
think
wanna-
it's like, what's the right answer?
Right.
And this, granted,
Is
right
there a
answer
right answer? Right.
is
I believe
subjective.
on
Exactly.
I believe in
Subjective.
the angel and devil.
But
I
the
think
fact-
everybody knows the difference.
But the fact of the matter is,
I live by that every day. That's why I think I got my phone back.
anything that's
I go with the right every day. All
Anything that's
day.
subjective, you still have to be cognizant of it because the fact of the matter
Absolutely.
is like
Cognizant is a great way to.
if he tell me something, even if I don't agree, I gotta think like,
Right.
is it a possibility?
Right.
And that's
And,
what we
and
need
if
to
that's perception, why?
listen.
Like I could be wrong, but why do I think that?
Correct.
Because I'm not trying to
Correct.
hurt you.
But how many? Then
What
you
made
gotta
me think that?
Then you gotta think about. I got one person telling me that, right?
Who else
you gotta
is
believe-
acting like it's cool?
Yeah, exactly.
And for what reason?
Who's fronting?
Exactly. Who? Exactly.
I'm gonna be more
Exact-
comfortable with
who-
them than him.
Right.
Yo, who's not telling me what I need to know?
Exactly.
That's the big shit to me.
And that's been my biggest
That's
thing
my
right now.
big shit. Tell me what I need to fucking know.
And that's my biggest thing.
Don't
That's why I've been.
pacify
And that's why.
me. I hate being
That's
pacified.
why I've
been-
It's like talking baby talk.
Nigga.
But
Do
listen,
not pacify
that's why
me.
I've been by myself because I feel like you can't really trust but so many people to tell you what you really need to
the
hear.
real
Well,
shit.
I got you.
I know you.
He
I
got
know
you.
you do. I
Listen,
know.
he
I
got
know.
you.
We
Even though he
started.
ain't remember
We
you.
started. We're gonna do that. Okay.
We gonna eat under the bus all episode.
On camera.
Okay. But it's
Nah,
all
I'm
love
joking.
because it's like, you know.
No, it's family.
But what I said,
Yeah,
but
it's-
all I
right,
did
right,
when
say,
you realize,
like,
you recognize. Right.
when our names came to pass, you know me, I know you. That's how it
Exactly.
is.
You realize you
If it's-
recognize.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is like, yo, tell me some shit. Because it's like, why don't we honor those who tell us the real shit?
Those be the ones who we usually go in the other direction from.
Because there's always
dangerous.
there's always somebody that's going to agree with the
pattern
shit
your
you
life
want to
around your
hear.
bullshit.
I don't want you to tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what I need to hear.
Exactly.
That's my growth.
Yeah. And people,
So-
a lot of times people aren't open to constructive criticism.
Absolutely
So-
not.
Well, I don't want to lose
Absolutely not.
motherfuckers no more. I'll be real with
Fuck that.
you. I don't want to lose people no more.
Nah. Fuck
I'm
that.
ready to lose my.
And I'm not talking about friendships. I'm
Fuck
talking
that.
about in death to the system. I don't want to lose people.
Uh-huh.
So I don't want to have conversations with you that I feel like later I'm going to feel like I should have said. I'm going to say it.
So that's
So
what I'm
take it
saying.
to
That's,
music.
that's my point.
I've lost way too much, yo. It's
so
not
listen,
even fair.
Taking it to music, how do you feel about J. Cole and that song that he got talking about Kodak Black? And before Kodak made even the comment about Lauren London, he was making the Kodak in his song. He was like, I talked to Kodak.
Yeah.
I feel, you know, he think he should like
It's
he might have
compassion.
some young
It's called
boys,
compassion.
but he wished that he had some more guidance.
It's called compassion.
Right.
It's like the
I
weirdest
feel like
shit.
a lot of us need that though.
But see, this is what weirded me out. One of the weirdest things about Nipsey passing, right? I went online and everybody was saying, I didn't know him, I didn't listen to his music, I don't know why I feel some kind of way. It's called being human. It's
Yeah,
called
duh.
compassion.
Right.
It's called actually, his energy might vibrate more than we want to admit because of how he was and how he lived and how he died. But at the end of the day, why do you need an excuse or
Right.
a reason for feeling
Right.
compassion?
Right.
You don't have to know people that died to know that they died too young. You don't have to know people that died to know that that's fucked up. Like, that's corny. That's you admitting that you're buying into a society where you need to ask the internet how you should feel.
Right. We're just talking about that because
So, when that is
Yeah.
prevalent, guess what I'm putting on the
This
internet?
is the shit.
But guess
Bill
what?
say-
Conversation-
But guess
I'm
what?
happy.
But that's
Piss people
also a
off.
weak-minded person because we were just talking about that. It's about accountability. Like, you need to be accountable for your own thoughts, your own decisions, and your own movements. Like, you don't need to be able to depend on social media or anybody else for how you feel about anything. You need to have that.
Validation.
Nah, fuck
It is.
validation.
It's the
Hey,
weirdest shit
yo,
in the world.
can I-
I'm just
can I
saying,
pick one?
I'm just saying.
Yo, that
it.
validation
Mind you,
shit.
we live in a culture where we have
Yo,
grown men, street
listen.
niggas, that delete posts if they don't get enough likes.
Yo.
Right.
And then to tell me, well,
We
you got
churching right
3,000
now.
posts.
We churching
And be
right
like,
now.
well, I just post. I'm not posting to make it look like I'm lit. I'm posting how I feel and things I think I need to get across to people.
Right. That's how I
That's
really feel.
all, because at the end of the day, if everybody would do that, we would learn so much more.
More, absolutely.
And I think that what's
What the fuck
understated.
is validation though? You know what I
No,
mean?
no.
So someone got
Hold
to
on.
prove something to you for you to feel it.
Let me
Right.
give you one more. Let me give you one more though.
Doesn't
Does
even
it?
make sense.
What weirds
It's
me
also
out-
being a follower. We were talking about
What
that.
weirds me out is when I saw social media, like I remember Blackboard, I remember Black Planet, I remember
Yes.
all of this shit. When I saw it get to a space where it was like everybody was involved, I thought that we were going to have so much deeper conversations and understandings of each other. I didn't think that it was going to become a place for everybody to do the same thing.
Right.
There's been 4 years of your girlfriends putting googly eyes under every picture that you post. Are you not thirsty for them to make a real comment yet?
Right.
Because they do that on everybody's post because they think that's what they're supposed to do. What do they
Right.
genuinely feel about what you have going on in your life? But that's validation to post another picture tomorrow that you took of yourself, that you made an excuse as a caption for,
Right.
because you thought it would make our day better to see an insecure picture of your
The
face.
same shit you get in trouble for.
And it also goes back to, you know
There'll be
what?
the person that will
Says
say it and all this backlash.
I don't like how even the conversations
So
of
I
like
got
friends
shit,
versus followers, like none of that makes sense to me. I don't want anybody following me, like at all, ever.
Well,
Like,
you know, it took
I
a
don't
while
want
for me
nobody-
to get on Twitter because it was followers.
That's
And
what I'm
like-
saying.
Like, just the terminology bothered me.
fuck
That's
that
what I'm
Twitter
saying.
shit.
That's what I'm
Bothered me.
saying. Twitter,
Well,
Instagram,
I'ma keep it
Facebook,
G
it
with
doesn't
you.
even matter. Even my friends, because your friends on Facebook are people you don't even fucking know.
Look at
How are they your friends? You don't even know them.
Look at how long I've been online. and look at how long I've been doing this part of the business, they're directly connected.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
I agree.
I don't get on and off a line based on relationships. I don't agree with that. And I hate that shit because you can tell somebody that's fresh out of a relationship that's back trying to get it popping, they be late, they be doing too much dumb shit. You can always tell.
You can always peep it.
But if it wasn't for the fact that I have to,
y'all funny as guys, y'all just cracking me up.
I got a lot to promote and I got to socialize a lot on there.
Crazy.
But I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for a lot of this shit. Like when I see people say they disconnect from that shit, I'm waiting for the point where I can get somebody to run my fucking.
I feel like it's a time and a place for everything, right? Like I feel like nobody knows none of my personal information on Facebook or Instagram or any of that because I don't present it.
As it should be.
It's time and place. Like y'all not my real friends.
But this is the problem.
And if you follow me, fuck you, because I don't want nobody following me. Like
this the problem.
Because then you're gonna get a false set of followers regardless.
I'm gonna tell you what.
Or too many people knowing too much about me. Just fuck that.
No, but I'm gonna tell you what insecure people do. They make it their diary.
No, dog.
Yes, this is not a digital diary.
I'm not saying you do, but yes, they do.
That's very dangerous.
No, I believe it. I'm just saying not there.
No, it's very dangerous. Matter of fact, I'll give you a perfect example. Go on your Facebook, look at on this day 6 years ago.
Oh, I believe it.
You was probably saying some dumb shit. Imagine motherfuckers now that want to give you a play-by-play of their life. It's just like looking at you in a 6X white tee. Like, yo, we was wild.
Basically, yeah. It's like,
but with these statements are so much deeper.
Yo, you can read in between the lines, no matter what.
And that's another thing. Everybody think they a rapper. They think they can put metaphors up and nobody's going to figure out the in-between. You not that clever.
Right.
That's why, especially, and I hate to say it, but especially with women, because women are the ones that's trying to be the slickest on there most times with their captions. And it's a reason why the best women rappers water down their bars.
Oh.
Because women wouldn't get the metaphors that we would get. So when you make a metaphor, it's probably see-through.
Absolutely.
And they don't get that part.
So I was trying to be a rapper like 20 years ago. And it was like, you too transparent. Because I was just spitting it out. It was like, no, dog, you like too transparent. Like,
she wanted to be young Jeezy. She was trying to come out as Jeezy before it was cool. No, but that's the thing too. Like this music.
Like, dog, you too transparent, dog.
But you know what's crazy? Like all of this shit, and it's crazy because we've had a long conversation that seems like we bounced around a lot, but it all ties into the same theories and principles.
I forgot why I was looking at my damn. I spoke too much.
But like one
thing, I was trying to prove you wrong on.
One thing that I wanted to say, because we got a little bit of time left. One thing I wanted to say about what E was saying about a lot of my relationships and things like that. It's like I have grown to be comfortable with the fact that when my friends are doing things that I wouldn't approve of, they're going to distance themselves from it.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people will co-sign it and pacify them, and they know I won't.
And it's so funny because I noticed that.
To co-sign with them. That's the difference. It's a matter of, this is a world we live in where you want somebody to agree with what
give you excuse.
But guess what? What was that comment? What was that quote that I said? Let me tell you, I'm the exact opposite. What was that quote I said? I said, do not follow where the path may lead. Instead, go where there is no path and leave a trail.
Correct.
I don't need nobody to co-sign. I don't even want a co-signer. I don't even want nobody. Nah.
It's funny you mentioned that quote.
You should want adversity.
You should want somebody to make you think. Says, like,
right.
You should want somebody.
I need a challenge.
Not negative, but
that's a challenge. I want a credible challenge. Right. That's all I want.
There's another quote where it says, like, I walked the path that was unwalked, basically. So I took the path that
nobody else took. They ain't want to go that way. They hit the balls to go that way. They wasn't built for that.
Yeah. Paraphrasing it. I know the
correct.
But guess what? I'm built for this, so I'm going that way.
Walking an unbeaten path.
Basically, yes.
And guess what they say? I'm built for this. Y'all wasn't.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? All of these ties.
I'm brave enough to go somewhere nobody else would.
You do realize it's the right individual for that, and it's like not everyone's that.
Not everybody built for that.
Not everyone's that.
But guess what? I'm not built to be a follower.
I've never been that.
Now, my quote counts too. And it ties into what y'all said. And what was my quote? Know your place in the struggle.
Exactly.
Know that there's always somebody above. There's always somebody below. Know where you are.
And where you fit. And what you need to do. And what your role is.
You need to get off.
Play your role.
Play your fucking part. Mm-hmm. Stop trying to keep up. Stop trying to whatever.
It ain't for everybody else. It's for you. Play your role. Do what you're supposed to do and do it best. Do what you're supposed to do and do it best.
So like
regardless
a lot of the conversation that we had, and I appreciate y'all because y'all make me sound like a great human being throughout my bullshit. But y'all the people that
and party and bullshit. My bad. Sorry.
But y'all know that I don't always have a reason to smile. but I always have a reason to celebrate with y'all. And it's a thing that a lot of people don't get. Like, I was a sad clown for a long time. He walked through those years with me. You skipped around him. We bounced in and out of each other. He was there. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's to the point where y'all, all this shit come full circle. Y'all talking about my mom.
We talking about talk on it, nigga.
My mom understands that. You see what I'm saying?
She
so
does.
the understanding that I have with her is different now because she knows, one, how strong I am, and two, how close I was to the shit that we see all the time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I don't like getting,
Yeah.
But like
Anything for everybody.
Hook shit.
Right,
but through all of that shit, y'all have been people I can rely on.
Your own doppelganger. I love Us. Us is my favorite movie right now. So your own doppelganger.
I really appreciate being able to get y'all on film. I really appreciate being able to have people that know how to have real talk, real conversation, and have values similar to mine. Because I don't need y'all to have the same values as mine because we didn't come from the same trajectory.
I don't give.
Right.
Here's the thing. I don't care if we don't agree on shit. That's not the basis of our relationship. And and granted, same thing with you, side. Like it is what it is. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. We might not speak for some time, and that's gonna be it. But my thing is, I'm hold you accountable. I'm hold you accountable. I've always hold you accountable. But it's like, tell me what I need to know.
Right. He is so good at this.
Tell me what I need. Tell me what I need to know. If not, honestly.
Right.
No, because
that's
about
but that's why
no holds on that.
Right. It's about progression. How we can push each other. We should be able to push each other.
Yo,
my shit should inspire your shit.
Tell me I'm fucking up.
So my whole thing is, I appreciate people that hold me accountable. You always do. You know, I always talk to you and I call you and all. But it's important to have people that hold you accountable for your actions, because we all in our own right want to think that we doing anything right, and when we do, ain't no wrong to it, right? But at the end of the day, nobody's fucking perfect, and there's other perspectives, and that's what I was talking to. Like, your perspective is subjective, but at the same time, how you feel is how you feel. What I did affects everybody a certain way. You might love it and he might fucking hate it. But at the end of the day, I need to understand and empathize with how both of y'all feel.
And mind you, that's the perception of you. That's the thing that I said before. Like, a lot of the times, we think of what we put out. We don't think of how it's absorbed.
Exactly.
So, I could be fly with something that he's not fly with. But you don't even know he exists because I keep telling you I'm fly with it. But ultimately, you still want to reach him and you want him to feel comfortable. So you want to figure out a way that it makes sense.
Inclusion.
Because it might not be change what you did. Like you said, it's about how you present. But like, you know what I mean? Like it might be another way to reach that. But if you're not aware, then what the fuck can you do? If you got a bunch of yes men, you never have awareness.
I don't want a single yes man. I don't want not one yes man.
Tabernacle?
I don't want a yes man at all.
Tamarines.
Tamarine, man.
I can't take
it.
Yes
man.
Tamarines.
I can't take it. Just be respectful. It ain't what you say, it's how you say it. I can't.
And I'm always respectful, but I'm a lot of the time my timing is
working on how you.
Yeah, you've never been disrespectful. I appreciate that.
I don't.
No, you for 30 years. Appreciate it.
I'm trying to be decent, and I'm crazy. But it's been another episode.
I'm aging myself. People think I'm in my 20s.
Barstool
I'm starting this tonight.
If you ain't sipping with Sammie, get your fucking life together. Make sure you follow my people. Not him, because he's not on social media.
No Graham Eric, no
you already know.
Eric.
But you
on
need
the
to
scene magazine. You need to be on the scene.
I'll be back.
Real quick, tell them what On the Scene is.
On the Scene is a positive platform magazine. We have a lifestyle magazine with everything you want to know about education, entertainment, business, finance, sports, anything you want to know, but it's all from a positive perspective. So check you On the Scene.
Talk that finance.
And you already got it.
Word. We out.
I ain't nothing like you niggas. Let's talk about work hard for my fingers. Let's talk about Philly, them some real niggas that you talking about. So what you talking about, nigga? What you talking about? I ain't nothing like you niggas. Let's talk about work hard for my fingers. Let's talk about Philly, them some real niggas that you talking about. So what you talking about, nigga? What you talking about? My city, yeah, Philly, feel me, not a game, really. Silly answers get you box packed in. What's happening? Dangerous world's this world. We racked in, money got us 10 toes grounded till the counts in. But till your weight heats up, cool off. Me and money bags tear down malls, test drive cars. Get grub, grab thoughts, then back to the block. Serve weed players simultaneous with those you rock. Couple Chevys, stash spot was heavy. Fast cops on foot chase, firemen on the roof say,